like you're still growing up even though you're younger than you look.
Younger than I look.
How old are you? 17. What do you look like? 25.
25, you think?
How's everything going? It's like a miracle that I still have confidence and I could still like look in the mirror and think that I'm pretty, because I just feel like after Paris there was like this picture which for the first time I was like, okay, we're not gonna wear a lot of makeup, and someone catches me in like a weird light. You can look at pictures since I'm 13. I just have these lines. I've just like, I hear nasty things about myself all the time. I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again because it feels like it's a waste of my breath, because I think with me it's just never going to change, but it's just been
What it is, ho, what's up?
Seeing Kylie cry, if you have any empathy, then obviously you feel bad. But two things can be true at once. Kylie Jenner spent her formative years as the it girl. Once Kylie changed her looks from being the ugly duckling that people saw her as, then that's when she became self-absorbed and started living the life she wanted to live. Every girl wants to feel or be considered pretty, especially when you are a Kardashian and your currency is your looks. Did we forget that Khloe has been the butt of jokes since she was born? I'm sure before the camera started rolling, people were always questioning why Khloe never looked like her sisters. She stood out amongst everyone in her family, being slightly bigger, slightly paler, slightly taller. She always felt the difference between her versus her family. And once the Kardashian camera started rolling, it simply got worse. Khloe single-handedly, without lifting a finger, became the ugly sister. People categorize women all the time, making Khloe become the one with the good personality, when in fact she was pretty with a good personality. But you can only acknowledge one to be true because Kim was considered the hot one. The fact that on the show, in the magazines and interviews, everyone kept poking fun at Khloe as if she was doing something wrong by being different. People asking her why she looks different from her sisters is rude, because how is she going to have a response to that aside from genetics? Is she supposed to apologize for not winning the genetic lottery based off of your standards of what you feel like she should look like?
You don't look like the sisters. They look alike. Are you sure you have the same parents?
Absolutely not. I do not know. I don't think I'm related to these people fully, but we'll go with it. I like the brand, so hey, let's keep it up. This empire's pretty good.
I mean, you're all cute in different ways. You look more like Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, than you do.
She looks like me. What does that mean?
Kim looks like you, yeah.
What does that mean for me? I look
for
like
you,
the dog?
Yeah, no, you're pretty, but you look different pretty. That's all. That's all. You know,
spoken like a real mother.
I was always the fat, ugly, like sister. I was called the piglet. I was this, like whatever. And I worked out, and it's not about working out, but I fought in the gym like I was an athlete for 3.5 years. But for me, I really wanted to do something for me. And I remember being asked, what are you training for? And I was like, life. I'm training just for my day-to-day. And now it's paying off, but it took years. I think people are now just seeing my transformation, but it took me years to get to where I am now.
Get a shot for bringing this up, but don't you think you'd lose a few pounds?
What?
Don't you think you should lose a few pounds? I mean, it's not major. Oh, you can walk away. That's what you're avoiding it. That's why you're running around wearing black.
I was wearing black because I was depressed. No, I don't give a about all these losers that already call me fat on websites and on the internet and TV and whatever. I don't give a how many times those people call me fat. Wait, can I? No, because that's how I'm allowed to express myself.
Society gave me insecurities. I've been torn apart the minute that I've gone on TV. I didn't look like my sisters, so therefore it's not good enough. And then when I started changing my look, you get better makeup, you do fillers, you do whatever. I had a nose job, and there's still people constantly bullying you. It's like, so which one is it? You didn't like me then, you don't like me. Like, you have to do things for yourself.
Also, I look back and you weren't chubby.
Well, I was. I mean,
You weren't.
fine.
You actually weren't.
Okay. This is Chubbs. It's like I'm wearing a fat suit.
Chloe, stop. Kylie.
Khloe.
We're still growing up in front of the camera, regardless of how old we are. We're still
growing and evolving, and it's just unfair. I think to have so much pressure put on people, I think we're all just trying to do the best we can.
Kylie also grew up watching Khloe get torn apart, even by her family, and she was beginning to snatch the crown as the ugly sister until she decided to do something about it. Was Kylie ugly? No, she was just average. But average doesn't mean ugly, but when you're in her position, she couldn't peacefully be average. No matter if she was liked or not, because Khloe was liked, but she still dealt with the burden of not being extraordinary with her looks. And she constantly felt that way. Everyone kind of has to find their lane, and you kind of saw it build up when Kendall started modeling and Kylie still hadn't found what she was gonna do within the family. She felt like she had to do something, and once Kylie changed her looks, the difference in how the media treated her is like night and day. So that's why I'm not understanding why people are acting as if they weren't boasting Kylie up once she became the standard of beauty. She went from paperclip thin lips to the standard of beauty. Like, do you guys not know how much of a big difference that is? Pretty privilege is a real thing, and for once, Kylie felt that. She loved being that bitch, and her mom did too. Kris allowed her daughter to get lip fillers underage. On top of that, allowed her daughter to lie to the public and her millions of fans in order to capitalize on her daughter's newfound fame. So again, two things can be true at once, and you can't blame people for not having empathy. Once the dust started to settle and an era came and went, once there was no more millions to be made and the girls were growing up, once you no longer were able to milk this fantasy you created, then that's when shit hit the fan. Kylie, although she is a victim, played a very large hand. She's not that innocent in all of this mess. She only really started speaking up once things started to look really bad for her. And what we're seeing now are the effects of fillers on women who get them too early, and the results are very unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the media picks women apart and we become consumed by our own flaws. It's unfortunate that people are easily swayed by what social media says you should look like. And it's unfortunate that fillers have an adverse effect on you if done too soon and not done right. Just like any alteration done to your body. Kylie benefited a lot from what she did. There is a downfall to it, but at one point she was up by millions. And because the fillers migrated, she's now trying to look like her normal self. What does that say about the people who are influenced by this huge wave that she popularized?
Guess their age.
Okay.
Guess if they're natural or not. And then say what you think they have done.
Okay.
Okay, so the first girl is Jess.
She's 38, lips, nose. Yeah, so obviously she had some work done, in my opinion.
This is Harriet.
42, yes. Cheeks, lips, nose, fake lashes, brows,
Okay, perfect.
Botox.
And then this is Nicole.
Are those two different photos of the same person?
Yes, they're one above.
No, this is
Or
Nicole.
yes, yeah, they're the same person, but two different photos. This is like her on Instagram versus her like, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna look at a real photo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's 35, lips, veneers, Botox, maybe a little cheek filler.
Is Samantha.
32, lips, veneers, nose, cheeks.
Do you want to know their
Botox.
ages just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so Samantha is 26.
Oh God.
And Nicole is 24.
Oh my God.
Harriet is 24.
Oh my God.
And then Jess is 25.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't watch this show, maybe I should, but this is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, plastic surgery and injectables done incorrectly can make you look older. So, boy, I was really off.
I feel empathetic, but I can also understand why some people aren't. Kylie is a victim of her own standard of beauty, but we have to acknowledge the underlying factors. A stage mom who pimps her daughters out for money. Gotta call it how it is because we all watch this on TV.
Kim, you're doing amazing, sweetie. When I first heard about Kim's tape, as her mother, I wanted to kill her. But as her manager, I knew that I had a job to do.
Did it work? Hell yeah. It made the family billions. This is the same woman who watched her daughter's sex tape.
Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that's say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, it called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a
Chris is the ultimate stage mom. Chris plays a helping hand, and somehow Chris always walks away scot-free. The way Kylie feels is valid, but you also did capitalize off of this, and then you became sad when you became the victim of your own standard. You guys just need to be honest about what and who is perpetuating this idea of beauty, because from what we've seen in the Kardashian kingdom, Chris lights the torch for whoever makes the most money.
All right, guys, I gotta go sit in with Kylie. What? You've never been to one of my, literally, I don't think you've been to one of my Good American meetings ever. Seriously. I have been to a Good American meeting. I get you guys, yes I do, I get you off and running. Off and running? Kylie's not off and running, it's been 18 months.
She's just your favorite.
Yeah, and Kim's not anymore.
It's fine. Kylie makes
more money.
Yeah,
No,
she
you
makes
guys,
more money
that's a
right
horrible thing to say. This is the perfect example of why Kylie's so much nicer to me and why I spend more time with her. You give me such and she's so sweet to me all the time and does such nice things and cares. Kim has been my mom's favorite since...
A decade strong?
I would say longer than that.
Really?
Like, literally since you were born. But now she kind of has been, like, weaning herself off of you a little bit, and she's been latching onto Kylie now.
Totally.
I love a good colander because you can get a facial look. Facial
I do the same thing. Are we the same person?
I think we are.
Look what I brought you.
You're so cute.
We're stuck together forever. Why is it fun to be mom's favorite? I don't know what that's like, so.
I don't know, she just puts in a lot of attention. She always builds you up, makes you feel confident.
Don't know any of these things.